Welcome to another beautiful Spinal Awakening and Feminine Grace Monday. We're going to get started with our warm-up. So here we go. Just going to have a look at you guys, see how you're doing. If anyone needs me to demonstrate, just let me know if you're... Let's see. Bree, is this your first class ever? Second. Okay, so warm-up, love, not Spinal Awakening, warm-up time.
Oh,
you remember? And I'm happy to demonstrate as well. So
can you? I'm sorry.
yes, absolutely.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So let me see. Dorta, you have a beautiful space. And welcome Cece and Sarah. So happy you're here. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna demonstrate. All right. So I'm gonna bring my 2 blocks. And look at that. We have the crew here this morning. We got everyone. No, not everyone. There's like a total of 6, not everyone, but just 3. My favorite combo is the 4x6 and the 3x6. Now, when you're starting out, sometimes I ask that you put, maybe start with 1 block. In fact, in some situations, I feel that starting without anything is also good, but that's my favorite combo. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. You have to find yours. Maybe it's 2 of the small blocks. Yeah, everyone has a favorite combo. Like when Lauren teaches, you just 2 of the big ones. For me personally, I find that a little too much because I want you guys to be super stable, especially when you're starting out. So that's up for you to figure out what you need to do. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to be placing that here. I'm going to be flipping. I'm going to be switching my screen view as well, so you guys can. Looks like my battery is low. Do I have an extension for my? For some reason it didn't plug. Huh? It just never charged. Okay, guys, just hold on. I'm just gonna demonstrate. I got 10% of battery. I'll plug it later. I'm gonna demonstrate and then I'll plug it because I need to be in this position here. And welcome Julie and Charlene. So I'm just gonna switch my screen. 1 moment. All right, so here we go. Looks like I need to hold myself. Okay, hold on. Good night. Okay, I'm right over here, and my knees are on the blocks, and then I'm starting right here in a position I call the coffee table position. So why I call the coffee table position? Because I'm straight, like this makes a 90-degree angle underneath my armpits, and right here makes a 90-degree angle. So once you at your coffee table position, then you're going to lower yourself on your elbows. So same place that the palms of your hands were resting. Now you're going to be lowering your elbows. Your elbows are going to land right where your palms were. So now that I'm in this position, I'm going to be taking my left foot and I'm going to be kicking it towards my head. So my toe is pointy like an arrow and it's kicking towards my head. So I'm not bringing it all the way down and kicking it like that to the ceiling. I'm literally just keeping it up here and then bringing it closer to my head as much as I possibly can, like an arrow. When you're starting out, your foot might want to go more towards the ceiling instead of feeling that, but I want you to make a conscious effort to start bringing it as close to your head as possible, because that's where you activate your glute the most. Next move, where I'm turning my arm.
Okay, bye.
Okay, sorry, I need to have everyone on mute because as soon as you're unmuted, then the screen switches to wherever the most noise is coming from, and then anyone watching a recording is not going to see me and not going to know what we're talking about. So, okay, here we go. So then the next move is I'm bringing my left arm inwards. And I'm placing, my right arm inwards. I'm placing my left arm right here. And I'm bringing knee to elbow and up straight. Now, my toe is still pointy here. It's really important that you straighten your leg over here because it if you're doing this and you're not straightening anything, you're not gonna be engaging your glute and your obliques in the same way, okay? So it's really important that you bring it all the way up, straight, pointy toe. That toe is pointy and everything is nice and tight and super engaged. So you're gonna do as many of those as you possibly can. Now it's important that your arm is a little closer to your blocks here, because if your arm is somewhere here, you're not gonna be able to bring your knee to elbow. Okay, so it's important that you're able to do that. The next move is gonna be a 45-degree angle sideways. Pointy toe, straight leg, everything is straight. Knees do not bend, and you're gonna be feeling the engagement in your glute and your abdomen, and you're gonna get some toning effect from being in a position where a lot of your body weight is forward and placed on your upper body. So that's the sequence you're gonna do on one side and the other side. Before you transition to the other side, you're gonna do something we call extended cobra. Extended cobra is, you're familiar with the traditional cobra, looks like this. You're gonna be bringing your elbows on the mat, placing your belly button on the floor as much as possible. You're going to point your toes. Your knees don't bend, they're still straight. And you're going to be relaxing your shoulders. This is where your shoulders are going to want to go up to your ears. So you want to bring them down, make a conscious of bringing them down. And then you're going to look up to the ceiling, and then you're going to stretch and elongate your neck to look up as far as you can. Now, as I'm doing this, looking up to the ceiling, I'm also tightening my glutes real strong. I'm straightening my legs as much as I can, and I'm pointing my toes as much as I can. Now, the reason why you're doing this is because the next one is going to require even more of that effort. The next one is when you're ready, it could be over the next few classes, you're going to straighten your legs. You're going to be bring those arms straight, and you're going to turn yourself into something that kind of looks like a Nike swoosh. But right here, it's also very important that you bring your shoulders down while you're elongating your neck, while you're looking at the ceiling. Then you're going to transition to the other side. So this extended cobra is not a chill kind of rest pose. It's a engaging and elongating and extending of the spine pose. Okay, so just gonna switch my screen, have a look at you guys. Okay, beautiful work, Angela. Everything is perfect. Just relax those shoulders, love. And hello, Mirna, and Kim, you're here, and I'm so happy to see you, my love. Wish I could reach my hands and hug you right now. So happy to see you. And welcome, Lucy. So happy to see you with us today. And Uchana, and Cindy, and Jocelyn. Just want to make sure, Uchana, the red lights that you have in the background, they're very like bluish purple. So I want to make sure you got the right thing. There's so many red lights out there. They're not all the same. The ones I recommend are incandescent, 250 watts. And they're big light bulbs. So you have the sets of the little ones. It looks like it's a very bluish kind of purplish tone to your light. So I'm not sure. I'm just going to show you what I recommend. So it's really important that you guys get the right thing. Because if you have these little sets of little lights, it's likely LED lights, red lights, and it's not the same. It doesn't work the same. So just want to make sure you get the right thing. And Charlene, you have a different, they look like they're long lights. So I'm not sure if it's the right thing either.
I got the LEDs. I know they're different, but they were on sale, and I was like, maybe I should get them.
Well, they just do things a little different. So you can get them, but get the right ones. The ones that I recommend are very inexpensive. How much is a light bulb? How much is a light bulb? I don't know. Okay, they're super inexpensive, the ones that I'm talking about. And the LED are priced at a premium, and then you think you're getting them on sale, so you're getting a deal. But the ones that I talk about are probably even less.
$15.
They're $15 a light bulb.
Even less than
Yeah, is it US or Canadian?
US.
Yeah, probably US, but that's what I'm talking about. So make sure you're getting the right lights. I mean, yeah.
All right. I just have to have the thing built. That's
The
the only
what?
thing. The little thing built.
I think they also sell stands on Amazon. Like I've had women that have had a stand with like 4 lamps that you can like adjust like where they're positioned. Yeah. So
I have one that I bought on Amazon that was fairly inexpensive.
yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. So guys, please have a look what Julie has. She's got the exact light bulbs that I'm talking about, and it comes, and then she got the snacks. So it comes with 2, and then you can also get the one with 4. So you
And you
don't
can get a 1 too, but I got the 2.
sorry.
You can get 1 or 2 and then maybe 4. But
I've seen some women getting the 4. So yeah.
Can you link that in the chat? Maybe, Julie?
I feel like it was in the shopping list. Let me check and see if it is. I feel like it was.
The thing is
But
kind of
otherwise I'll put it in the chat.
sometimes we put links and then like it's out of stock or the seller doesn't sell it. Like it's not my shop. I'm not getting anything. I'm just linking it so that it's easy for you guys to buy. So but I would just search for that on Amazon because maybe one seller had it and now someone else has it. So
I'll put what I bought in there, Charlene, just so you can have something to compare it to when you're looking.
and welcome Michelle, my love. Okay, guys, just a little bit more and give your all to this classic warm up, and then anyone who's doing the Cobra, it's not supposed to feel like you're relaxing there. It's supposed to feel like everything's being stretched, elongated, and yeah, everything from head to toe, the way that your shoulders are relaxing, your neck is facing the ceiling, your eyes are looking up. Okay, one last minute, guys. We're just about to transition to the next one. Okay, last kick wherever or whatever it is you're doing, and we're gonna switch it up. So if you have your resistance band, please put it around your legs. If you have your yoga strap, please put it around your blocks. You're gonna have 2 blocks stacked on top of each other. If you have your ankle weight, please put it above your head. So, and welcome Megan. Hello, my love, good to see you. Okay, so just gonna switch my screen and have a look at you guys. Sorry, and demonstrate, and then I'm gonna have a look at you guys. Okay, here we go. So we are placing our feet on the blocks. So I put 2 blocks. I'm taking my strap. You can also put your blocks against the wall. So you can put them against the wall or a piece of furniture or something along these lines. Because I want to make sure that this is really solid so that when you're resting your feet on it, it's not wobbling anywhere. Okay, super solid. So right here, I'm taking my strap because I know that if I wrap it around here, it's not going to be sliding away from me. So right here, I'm going to be bringing my strap together and I'm going to interlock my fingers. Now, my starting position, my bum, observe that my bum is fairly close to the blocks. The more flexibility you're going to have in your hips, the closer you'll be able to bring your bum to the blocks. So in the beginning, you might be a little further away. You're going to have to play around with the distance between your bum and the blocks, and that's okay. But the closer you are, that means that you have more flexibility in your hips and can go further up. So it can open up more. So I got my strap, interlocking my fingers as I'm holding my strap. Now, I'm going to be pushing myself up, and it's mostly going to come from me resting on my elbows. So my elbows are going to be that anchor point that I push myself up against. So if my hands are kind of wobbling here, I don't have that solid anchor point from which I'm pushing myself up. So right here, I'm placing my elbows, my fingers are interlocked, my hands are super straight, and I'm pushing my hips up as far to the ceiling as I can. A lot of times you guys are kind of doing this, you're like in the, in a repetitive motion. And I want to make sure that you're really giving your all and pushing as high up as you can so that you're squeezing your glutes as tight as possible. Now, if you have a resistance band, as you bring yourself up, at the same time, you're going to be pushing out. If you don't have a resistance band, just focus on kicking up as hard as you can and squeezing those glutes as tight as you can. Okay, so this is what it looks like. In fact, I'm going to bring myself even closer. Okay, one side. Then I'm going to transition to extending my left arm out, my left leg out, and I'm in perfect alignment with the other one. And I'm doing the same thing. So I'm bringing my hips as high as I can. And this leg, my two knees are completely parallel. So we're not like doing this thing and we're not here. Perfectly parallel, and out we go. So I'm going to do this on one side as much as I can, and then I'm going to do it on the other side as much as I can. Now, if I'm working with a resistance band and you're pushing your leg out, you're also going to start feeling the engagement in your core. And that's what we're working here as well. If you don't have a resistance band, just focus on the lifting up and tightening your glutes as much as possible. Okay, then you're going to be resting your lower body because you've given your all, and you're going to take your ankle weight, which is placed over your head. So this symbolizes my ankle weight. And over here, we've had a new addition. We're also toning and engaging the neck muscles for those of you who are working on it. Now, if you have a former neck injury or surgery or something like that, then you can simply relax your head and not engage it. If you are engaging your neck, here's what we're going to do. You're going to do that similar pose with your neck and the tongue to the central blossom clasp, where you bring your chin to your chest and pushing your tongue against the ceiling of your mouth right between the two front teeth. So you're engaging this, you're going to feel the burn, and then you're going to be bringing this weight. You can combine even two ankle weights, bring this weight just over here, not all the way here, nothing happens here, just up here. So working on the neck, working on our triceps, on our back muscles, toning, strengthening, and beautifying all that. Now, if you're relaxing your neck, you're only bringing your weight until it's parallel to your forehead, so not over here. Okay, so that's the sequence. I'm gonna have a look at you guys, see how you're doing. Okay, Helen Love, I'm not sure if you're doing things correctly. I can't see you fully. Just zoom your camera so you can be in the full screen. I'm only seeing a portion of you, and I want to make sure you're doing everything awesome. Bree Love, you don't have the resistant band, so don't worry about extending the leg out. Just focus on the lifting up and the tightening of the glutes. That's all you need to focus on, and you're gonna get a lot out of it. So when you have the resistant band, only then it makes sense to bring him out. Okay, and I know that you can probably bring your bum closer to the blocks. There's probably a little bit more oomph in you to go upwards. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. So much better. Okay, Helen Love, don't bring your bum all the way down to the floor. Remember, it's like the classic warm-up. We never bring the leg fully down. Same here. We're just bringing it a little down so you relax a little bit and then back up. So there's never like a time where we're bringing the bum all the way down. It's going up and then it's going even higher. So there's always that little burn that's still there. And Megan Love, do you have a resistant band? If you do not have a resistant band, don't worry about extending the leg out. So basically everything I just told Bree applies to you. Also bring your blocks closer to your bum. I know that there's more in you that you believe that you can do. So here we go. Just focus on the lifting up. Don't focus on the extending out because you don't have a resistant band. So it's not gonna do anything. So bring your hips and tighten your glutes as hard as you can, and then bring it as close to the ceiling as you possibly can. And when you're doing that, tighten your glutes as much as you can. I still feel you can move closer to your blocks, Love. Yeah. And your blocks are touching your bum. That's beautiful. Excellent work, my love. Keep going. And Michelle, beautiful work. Just in alignment with the forehead, not further. And for me, Anna Love, you're ready for more weights. I mean, I don't know. That looks like you look like
You
you're in
read my
kindergarten.
mind. You totally freaking read my mind. Like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh, I'm
it's
like, I
like
need,
you're still playing like you're in kindergarten, but like you've graduated. So like
yeah. So thank
it's
you for
time
that
to
because I
get your
just
school supplies, you know. Fermiana's a big girl now.
thank you for this because I just ordered 10-pound leg weights. It's time to upgrade. And as I was just in my last rep, and I was like, I can maybe do 8 pounds, but not with my head lifted. I can do it flat because I'm still like
Yeah.
strengthening the neck.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what I noticed. Like
But
it's
that's
good.
beautiful because you're you know increasing that strength in your neck. So that's beautiful.
And I can feel it. And I noticed that when I lift the head and the tongue forward and then we're doing the weight, it definitely pushes it further. But when I don't lift the head, I can do like 40 reps. And I'm like, no, I need more
exactly.
weight.
That's why I added that little twist.
You're such a rock star. This is why I'm here. Love you, Ilana. Thank you
love
for
you
that.
so
Will
much.
do.
So yeah,
Okay.
we passed kindergarten and now you're a big girl. So
Yay, I graduated.
to go shopping for those new school supplies.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. So yeah. So whenever you guys are ready, you gotta make sure that you got the right supplies. Beautiful work, Kim and Julie. Julie, I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. And I don't know, anyone who missed, by the way, another like 2 minutes into this, or maybe 3 minutes. So give your all. Anyone who missed the Sensual Blossom this Friday, I really recommend you guys watch the recording because I called it the Sensual Blossom Extra Strength. We had the extra strength dose because we actually did the whole first half hour of the class where we do the classic warm in this. we just did Essential Blossom. So it was just fire. It was fire. So it was an amazing class. So I always like to step it up.
It was phenomenal. I was sore for 3 days and I ended up having to like go to my storage and move boxes. I had to take an Epsom salt bath, magnesium. I could barely sleep. I was so sore just because I overdid it and I put like the 8 pounds. Like
Yes.
you're like put a truck on your weight. So I doubled it and I never usually, I just did the 4 pounds. It was phenomenal. I mean, this is a little detailed, but I felt so sore, like all the glute muscles that attach up into like the anus.
Yes.
And oh my God, I was like, whoa, my ischium was like, it's like, Ilana, I can't believe I was so sore. Like when I tried to do a Kegel, I was like, I can't even hoist the energy. It was so sore just to even do a squeeze. It was like, nope, cannot. Even now, today, when I do a gentle, I'm like, I'm still sore in a good way. Like, and I find that the spinal awakening with the blocks really helped to make the tension, go away. It wasn't a bad, but it was like, ooh, it was such a yummy kick-ass. So I just couldn't wait to share that. I was like, let's do this all the time, even though I missed the leg work, but yeah.
I think we're gonna do this all the time because I feel that like, yeah, I just feel like the 10 minutes we're spending on it is not enough. And this is what we need. We need that half hour and then we need to do more. So amazing.
And my abs felt like they got cinched in even more. I was like, oh, when I tighten it, I could just feel like from internally, I felt like more core in a different way, like a feminine beauty, not like, oh, I got that masculine ab, like CrossFit. Oof. It was like, long and lean. And I just noticed that after just from Friday, I was like, am I seeing more definition? I swear I felt more definition after just that 20-minute of intense core.
That was half hour, my love.
It was a half hour, no
Half
less.
hour. I got you guys doing this. That's what I call the extra strength. There's the regular, and this was the extra strength you guys got.
Loved it. Yeah.
Amazing.
So just wanted to share that too.
Yeah. Anyone who doesn't know, Formiana is a retired massage therapist, spent so many years of her life taking care of other people's bodies and then trying every kind of like alternative healing modality. And this has been like, I'm sure you never felt that from anything else you've done.
I mean, I've done all kinds of ab works and I've never felt that beautifully sore. It's a different sore when you're doing crunches, when you're doing like 1,000 whatever different ways. It's it was like that yummy eternal spine supporting pelvic ab sore. It was like nothing I've ever experienced in ab sore. Oh yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's just so delicious, and I can't wait to feel that again.
Yes,
that yummy
strength,
soreness.
extra strength.
I felt stronger after. I literally felt stronger. I was lifting boxes, and I was like, God, I feel more core strength, even though I'm sore.
This is exactly what's protecting your spine when you're lifting. It's that whole core, pelvic, glute region.
Yeah, and I have that strength to assist me. It's not my upper body that's hoisting that. So yeah, just obsessed. Every day I'm like, I love Ilana. I'm laying on my block and I'm like,
I love Formiana. It's just like, you're amazing. You rock.
And all of us girls are the same way. We're just like, I hear other people, they're like, oh, we love Ilana. Ilana says this, and it's true. You're just
you guys are amazing.
A wonderful angel. And anyways, I can go on and on, but I know we're in class.
You guys are amazing. I'm so happy. We need to have an event and talk about all our amazing things that have been happening since Essential Blossom. Okay, my love, beautiful beings, let's dive into, I really want to get into the shoulder opening spinal twist. I want to twist that beautiful spine, the waistline, all that. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to switch my screen over. Oh my God, and we had a most amazing share also last class. This woman was gonna give up on herself, and I'm happy she didn't. We actually had a conversation after she started out, 67-year-old obese woman, and she has lost so much weight, and she had she's always had this chronic pain in her spine that has dissipated, and she's supposed to go for her x-rays because she thinks things have moved back in alignment. It's the only explanation she could find. She showed some of her family's a chiropractor, showed her the spinal awakening, like, I wonder what she's gonna think about that. And she's like, that looks amazing. So anyways, a lot of beautiful things are happening, but like, you know, this is someone that would have had all the reasons not to do this, you know, and all the excuses and all the, and still, what an amazing, amazing, beautiful journey. So you guys, I mean, this is such a special space that we're all part of, and I'm just so grateful to those of you who don't give up on yourselves, and then you're like a shining source of light for other people. So here we go, shoulder opening, spine twist. You're gonna rest your head if you need to support your neck. If you have a delicate neck, you're gonna rest it on 3 by 6 by 9, and you're gonna do everything by resting your neck and not engaging your neck. If you are here to like really work on your neck, strengthen, tone, beautify, elongate, all of that, then please let's engage your neck. You're gonna extend your left arm out, palm facing floor, and you're gonna be turning to the right. Okay, I'm gonna bring my feet together, my toes are touching, my ankles are touching, they're perfectly aligned with my belly button. So if you're resting your head, you're not engaging anything. But for those of you who are turning and working your neck, you're gonna look at the ceiling. So as you're turning your upper body towards the right side, your belly button aligns with your right nipple, which aligns with your nose. So this is my imaginary line, point, like I'm making these points and I'm drawing a straight line. You know, like the star constellation, that's you're making that. So there's a straight line from my toes, my ankles, belly button, right nipple, nose. Now, once that I've confirmed I'm in perfect alignment, I'm bringing both of my feet to a position that's flat on the floor. And this is where it's really important to pay attention. My right foot is exactly aligned with my right bum cheek. My left one is exactly aligned with my left bum cheek. Okay, so a lot of times I see you guys, if you're starting out, it's gonna feel like the most awkward thing you've ever done. Your feet are naturally gonna want to go somewhere else, but that's going to change the entire alignment and the entire twist, and you're not going to be engaging the parts of your midsection, including your spine. So I want to make sure that you master this position. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Then those of you who are starting out, who are just microdosing, this might be all you need to do today. Just align yourself correctly and start bringing yourself up. Now, those of you who've been with me for a while, you're gonna go all into bringing your knees onto the floor, the right arm on top of your left arm, and you're gonna also look to the right. And this is a great eye exercise too, because you're looking as far to the right as possible. So it's very challenging also on your neck. So if you're up for the challenge, please do it. Like I said, if you're on a healing journey, then you only have to start with the microdosing approach, or even tell me and I'll guide you separately in that. So this is going to be what we're going to be doing on one side, dynamic movement. When you're ready, you're going to relax, lie down, bring your hands by your side and rest your head, close your eyes and breathe. Now, there is a video that I did on breathing. It's pinned in our chat. If anyone needs it again, let me know. But I cut a section where I really dived into breathing. So, and that's important to master the right breathing throughout all our training. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on the other side. So when I do it on the other side, you can really see my alignment. If I was to draw a perfectly straight line, you can see that from my feet are perfectly aligned with my hip bone, perfectly aligned with my chest, perfectly aligned with that shoulder. So that's what I'm saying. Some of you are like doing something like this where your feet are off the mat, your bum is on the mat, and your head is like on the edge of the mat. So you know you're doing a zigzag. If you're doing a zigzag, you're not going to be twisting your spine. You're not going to be detoxifying your organs. This is amazing for also detoxifying the liver, that twist, as well as twisting that lumbar spine and releasing whatever is going on there. amazing for trimming the waistline too. So I know Formiana loves that too. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the other side. And we're using dynamic motion, constantly bring ourselves further and away, further, like as deep into this twist and then relax, as deep as we can and then relax. Okay, so you're gonna do this twice on each side. I'm gonna have a look at you and see how you guys are doing. Okay, Bree Love, if you can please just zoom your camera away from your, because I can only see a portion of you in the frame and want to see your whole body. Okay, Dorota, good job, love. Uchana, good job, my love. Good alignment. I just feel like, no, it's perfect alignment. And Yuria, beautiful alignment. And Bree, beautiful alignment as well. And Fermiana, you're rocking it. And Sherry Love, you're doing a little bit of a zigzag. So if you were to see, you're aware that your feet are like more like, so Sherry Love, see where your shoulder in relation to your hip, in relation to your feet, it's kind of, it wants to do kind of like a little bit of zigzag. So, there we go. Also, your arm is not extending at a 90 degree. Your arm is kind of like slightly lower. And if it's intentional, that's okay. So sometimes it's a matter of not going as deep into the twist, but just so your feet are not perfectly aligned with your bum. I know you're finding this super awkward, but I already remember you did it correctly. So Sherry, if you were to look at the alignment from your foot to your hip bone to your shoulder and your chest, you can't see a straight line, right? We were already there.
You know what, it's funny because I feel like I'm lining up, I'm looking at the far side and you're seeing my other side. So I feel like I'm lined up on the one side. So I'm trying to adjust to
Can
this
you show me
on the other side?
Do the other side. I want to see. Were you you weren't there in Friday's class, were you?
No, I had a naturopath appointment. An
Okay,
hour.
yeah, I missed you and I was like, where's my Sherry? She would have loved that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and do it. It's just
For sure.
yeah.
Yes, I know you will. Okay. Okay, let me see you from this side. I want to make sure you're doing it correctly. Charlene, good alignment and Bree Love, remember engaging your neck. Like if your neck is healthy, engage it as well. So you gotta everything from your body is turning, like your chest is turning, neck is turning, everything is turning. Okay, that looks much better.
Yeah, so I'm lining this up.
Yes, always lining that up.
Yeah.
And are you using a 4x6 or a 3x6 block?
Three.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, that looks really good. So is that how you're doing it on the other side too?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I don't know why it looks so weird from the other side.
Yeah, because every time you correct me, every time you see me, I'm always on that side. So like whenever I'm on the other side,
Unless the other side, unless you're not doing the other side as correctly.
yeah,
What if you laid with your head towards the other end of the block so I can see it from.
okay.
You know.
Now good. Good.
I'm not letting you off the hook unless I'm convinced that it's like top, like no, it's perfect. Done.
This.
Yeah, okay, perfect. That looks so much better. Okay, yes, all right, you're good.
Awesome.
I won't send the Alliance Method police after you. Charlene, you have a question, go ahead.
No, I just want to comment that like when I first started, which was last week, I wasn't able to like touch my hands or do a little twist. And it's amazing to have those little like, I know I'm still microdosing, but like it's amazing to be able to go into the twist more. And like on both sides, like I could feel my spine like go click, click, like on both sides. So I know like it was like putting me back into alignment, which is great.
Oh yeah, I talked about the twist on the toilet. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about that. So if we have time, maybe I'll show you guys that as well. So because I swear, like actually I show that on a chair as well. So whether it's on a toilet or a chair, but it's super effective for those who are sitting for long hours. But you can also get that same clicking, releasing in your lumbar kind of midsection that way too. But it's wonderful, and you're also like squeezing everything in your intestines. So I just, you know, the more twists you can add to your life, the better, because it's actually more important, I think, to consistently incorporate movement into our life than isolate, like, let's say once a week that you're doing like an ultra marathon kind of thing. It is a lot more important to have frequent movements and frequent spinal opening, because life compresses us. So that's really what that is the greatest contributor to longevity and for us to feel good. So that's why even like a little 5 to 10 minute routine before bed, and maybe doing something like throughout the day to consistently have movements. You should not be sitting stagnant for more than half an hour, and every half an hour there should be some movement. So Julie, you have an amazing day. Had to go to work. Okay, see, any time that you can make, whether it's a portion of a class, your body thanks you. Even if it's 5 minutes to ease stagnation, it's already beautiful. All right, so you guys are, if you've done this on both sides, let's do the praying princess, and then we're gonna do 2 variations. We're gonna do one that is on the knees, that is even a little more challenging, and then we're gonna do one that's standing up that might be more beginner friendly. Okay, so I need you to bring your mat, or maybe make sure that you have a soft surface underneath your knees. So if you're using a yoga mat on a hardwood floor, not gonna be good. You're gonna might want to fold it in a couple of sections, or bring a towel. And we're gonna also do some thoracic opening. Now this could be a little intense on the shoulders, but the intensity depends on what you're going to put into it. So you can always, you are the boss on adjusting the intensity of how far you're taking this. So I'm gonna be bringing my mat, and I'm gonna be bringing a block as well. There we go. All right. Here we go. So I'd like to, I'm gonna teach doing this on the knees first, and then I can teach on not doing it. If anyone is healing knees, there is an alternative to doing this standing up that is also incredibly effective. The one on the floor I find on the knees is maybe slightly more intense, but again, I'm gonna show you 2 variations. After all, it is an intermediate class, but let me just switch my screen over. Okay, so I'm gonna show you 2 variations. My distance from the wall is about like from my knee to my feet. Okay, so that's how far I position myself from the wall. The distance between my knees is a block apart. Okay, so it's kind of approximate. Now I'm gonna show 2 variations, with and without a block. So right here, placing my arms up, and I'm sticking my bum out, so then I'm sliding my elbows down, I'm looking up to the ceiling, and I'm gonna be moving closer and away, closer and away. In fact, you should be feeling your core. So for Miana, if you're still sore, if you guys are still sore from Friday's class, as you're stretching out, because you're gonna be moving closer and away, you're gonna be working your core. So it might not seem like a core workout, but if you do this long enough, you're gonna be feeling that. So over here, what I'm doing is I'm bringing my chest to the wall, I'm elongating my neck, I'm looking up to the ceiling, and I'm bringing myself back and forth, back and forth. So could be really intense on the shoulders. That's what I'm saying. You can adjust the intensity. So you don't have to go all the way for your chest to touch the wall. Now, those of you who are bigger busted, obviously it's gonna be easier. Those of you who are smaller like me, you're gonna have to open up your back more. So there is another level. The other level is to put the 4x6x9 block here, put your elbows right here, do the praying princess, and then right here, the further up you put it, the easier it becomes. The further down you put it, the harder it becomes. So over here, I'm working on breathing way. And when I'm doing it with the block, I actually have to bring my knees farther apart, much further apart, to give me somehow that sense of stability to really bring my chest to the wall. Now, this is rather intense. So remember, you can do the same thing, but not do it on your knees. So same thing right here. I'm standing away from the wall, and I'm sticking my bum out, and this is way easier. Okay, even without and with the block. So same routine, just a different approach. It's up to you on where you're at, and so let me see. Okay, beautiful work, Kim. Now you might need a break for your shoulders, and you might need to kind of shake them off. And you can also open your shoulders. We just did the shoulder opening spine twist, but you can take a moment, kind of shake those shoulders off as well. And remember, it's really important that you stick your bum out. Now, I want to show you something real quick. So one of my arms is going to represent the wall. This arm represents the wall. This arm represents you. So when you're doing this, you have to stick your bum out, and your legs are kind of parallel to the wall, even though you can bend your knees slightly. This is what's going on in your spine. If you're positioning yourself like this and doing a push-up against the wall, there's going to be no opening happening in your spine. So it is essential for you to stick your bum out, make sure your legs are kind of parallel, that you're starting yourself in this position, and it's really your spine, your shoulders, and your neck that is being opened up. And like I said, anyone that's healing shoulders, this might be too intense. You definitely gonna want to start standing up rather than being on your knees. So amazing work, Sarah. Sarah, you have amazing flexibility in your back, just most beautiful. Like I can literally feel your core like just stretching and just doing all the work, and it's beautiful. And good job. Jocelyn, love, look up to the ceiling if you can. Lindsay, love, I think you need to pay attention to I don't know, it's hard for me to see from that angle. Can you move your camera to a different angle so I can see where you look up from the side? Because I'm only seeing from the back, and I want to make sure you got And Cindy, I'm looking at you, my love. Lucy, you look so pretty in pink. Beautiful work, Cindy. A lot of beautiful opening happening for you and your shoulders and your thoracic and your neck. Just super beautiful. Okay, so Lindsay, love. Yeah, that's what I suspected. So you're positioned exactly like that. Lindsay, love, pay attention for a moment. So this is the wall, you're standing like this. You need to be standing like this. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you what that looks like for a moment. Okay, for anyone who's not sure if they're doing it correctly, here we go. So like some of you are like, there's nothing going on here for your back. So right here, my legs are parallel to the wall. Okay, my shoulders, sorry, my elbows are touching, like my arms, everything from my elbows flat. And now I'm bringing the rest of my arms to touch as I'm bringing my chest. So I'm kind of making this 90-degree angle, like kind of over here as I'm bending. So if you're doing something like this, you're not gonna work on your spine whatsoever. So it's really important that you're, and it's okay for you to slightly bend your knees, but you have to stick your bum out in order for you to arch and open up your back and your shoulders and everything. There, way better. Okay, beautiful. Lindsay, so much better. Okay, so now your hands are super far apart. So try to bring them a little closer. The way that we're bringing, the reason why I call the praying princess is when I used to start teaching this, everyone would like put their hands like this, like a frog. So I'm like, we're not frogs, we're princesses. And the alignment of the princess is kind of like saying your arms are aligned like with your shoulders, with your body. So it's way more challenging than doing it like that. But if you're in a healing journey and you got to start like that, more or less, that's okay. All right. Yeah. So right now you have a much better alignment, Lindsay.
Ilana, may I ask a question?
Yes, always.
Ilana, is it normal that the upper chest kind of feels sore while you do the praying princess? Because there's like almost a sharp pain in my upper chest as I'm trying to open.
I don't know that would be something. Sharp pain is not a normal thing. Like, I'm not feeling any pain whatsoever. Like
Maybe I just really need to work on opening my chest.
I think there's a lot that has been maybe closed up for you here, and this is rather intense. So you're feeling. So I'd say taking a more gentle approach. So if you're doing it on the knees, do it standing up. But there's definitely some chest, maybe heart opening and kind of healing that needs to happen. So
yes, I'll try standing up and see if that's kind of easier on the chest. Thank you.
yeah, and the one we're doing on the chair is also really nice. It's maybe more gentle, but still quite effective.
Okay, will you demonstrate on the chair, Ilana?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring the chair. Anyone that wants to transition can. If you're still getting a kick out of this one, you can stay in it longer. Dorota, beautiful work. I just need you to move your camera up a little bit so I can see you. And let me grab a chair, and we're gonna go over the routine that we usually do this class. Okay, moment. Okay, you guys can all bring a chair, or if you're working on a stool or whatever it is that you are working on, just get ready. Or if you're in the zone with this particular one and it's doing some kind of magic for you, you can also stay in there. So I got my chair here. You can, those of you who are ready for the next level of intensity, you can also put your ankle weight over your head. So this block right here will symbolize my ankle weight. And I'm using a 4x6x9 for this, which is preferable. Now, just gonna switch my screen over and you can see me. Okay, so I'm going to be placing, well, it depends on the width of your chair. For me, again, it works to be perfectly like the edge of my tailbone is at the edge of my my seat, and then I'm leaning backwards. You can grab onto your seat. I'm leaning backwards. I'm placing my block in right underneath my shoulder blades. So my legs are going to be straight, my feet are going to be flat on the floor. If you're someone who is feeling your neck, you can either do this one on the floor, on a stool, or or just like we do the spinal awakening, if you're not ready to do it on the chair, or you can support your head with your hands and continue to support it and not let it go, and just to the level that you feel comfortable. Okay, those of you who are good and you have a healthy neck, here's what we're going to do. We're going to be leaning all the way back as far as possible. You're going to be extending your hands like an arrow, and you're going to be using this dynamic motion to bring yourself closer and away from the floor. So as I'm bringing myself up and down, I'm feeling the edge of the block going right into my thoracic spine and just opening that up. So I'm opening my chest, my shoulders, and I'm allowing gravity to do magic. So rather than you pushing when you're doing it against the wall, you're surrendering to gravity here, which is a really nice and a beautiful way to open up your spine without really, rather than putting effort into it, you surrender to what gravity is already doing for you. Now, if you're ready for a level of intensity, you're going to grab your ankle weights. You're going to do the same thing with that to create even more resistance and opening for your thoracic region. Now, over here, I always say you can take this moment to relax and also massage your neck. So deep circular motions on both sides of your neck. And then you can also give yourself an amazing scalp massage while you're here, relaxing the scalp, which will also relax some of your face muscles, increase blood circulation, and stimulate hair growth naturally. So I always say that we're not aware of how much tension we could be holding in our scalp, and that could be suffocating the hair follicles. So giving that little scalp massage while you're here, still opening everything up, is a beautiful way of loving other parts of you. And then you are, when you're ready, if you need to support your neck, you're going to lift yourself back up like this, or if you need to grab on. But when you get up and you're feeling ready, this is the next level. The next level is to put the block upright this way. Now, hopefully you have a 4x6x9. Don't do this with a 3x6x9 because it could wobble, you could fall. I don't want to see you falling off the chair. So if you don't have a 3x6x9, put your two of the small blocks on top of each other like that. But if you're working with a 4x6, then please place it this way, again, right underneath your shoulder blades, and literally repeat the exact same thing I just showed you here with the block upright. So this will actually open up your back even more, but only take it to this level if you feel that you're fully ready for it. Okay, same thing. So up and down, then grabbing the ankle weight if you're at that level, but this could be pretty intense. So if anyone, like for you, Cindy, because you have pain, I definitely would not recommend the ankle weight. In fact, this level might be too high, but I'm just showing you guys the variation of like how far you can actually take it and relax here. Same thing. And I'm gonna have a look at you guys, see how you're doing. But wherever you are experiencing pain, you need to have a daily, very gentle practice that can help you untangle that pain. And start opening that up, because that means that there's something that has been tangled up in your chest, your heart for too long, and it needs to be released and healed. Okay, so just having a look at you guys. And then there's the other very gentle thoracic opening on the chair that I also showed last week, that I'll go over, where we're putting the elbows on the chair. So I'll actually demonstrate that too, because that is super beginner friendly and gentle, and just a really beautiful way of adding another beginner friendly way of opening that thoracic region. And some of you said that it even helped you breathe better, so I'll just go over that real quick. So this one is, you're placing your elbows right here. This is like the praying princess, but on the chair. So my knees are about a block apart, and over here I'm looking up. So I'm bringing myself kind of up and down. So it's similar to what we did on the wall, but a little bit more gentle. And if you put your hands kind of crisscross, so my right hand is on my left shoulder, and then the opposite here, placing my chin right here on my wrist. Then I'm also stretching and opening my neck. And then I'm moving my bum from one side to another, because it actually changes how I'm opening my shoulders and stretching my shoulders, my spine, as well as my neck. It might look kind of funny, but my God, it works. Okay. So let me just have a look at you guys. Okay, so as you guys are working on, either you're opening your back with a chair or the wall, or wherever you are working on right now, just looking at you guys, making sure that. Okay, and Uriel love, so you want your block to be placed right here. So like my bra line is right here, and you have your block right underneath your shoulder blades right here. So if it's somewhere here, it really needs to be underneath the shoulder blades, because that's where the deepest opening is going to happen for your thoracic spine. There we go, much better. Beautiful work. And you have just beautiful flexibility, by the way, in your back, a lot of freedom. So I love seeing that.
Thank you. Have a great day. I gotta get
Mwah.
going.
Okay. You
Beautiful
made
day,
my
ladies.
day.
Thank you, Ilana. We'll see you Wednesday.
Yes. Okay. Bye. And Cindy, I think that one is meant for you. Like, I can just see you melting into it, and just how much your body's loving that. So I just think that this should be your daily go-to, and that pain in your chest is gonna be a distant memory very soon. So I don't know, just like, yeah, your body's loving that. So I would definitely incorporate that into a little daily routine. You got your spinal awakening, and add this one on. If anyone has any questions, this will be the time that I'm taking questions. Everyone else keep working on what you're working on right now. And Lindsay, beautiful work as well. You have beautiful flexibility in your spine as well. So I'm loving seeing that. Beautiful work. Lucy, I can't see if your elbows are right on the block. I feel like they're a little bit falling. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, beautiful. Yes. Okay. And beautiful work, Dorota. And beautiful work, Charlene.
I just want to say something's working because I can breathe this time a little bit. Last time I couldn't breathe, so this time I can breathe a little bit.
So it's not a coincidence that now you can start breathing and now your body can go further. And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, the fear kind of leaves the body and the old patterns are leaving the body. And then this new sense of freedom and calmness and just relaxation and confidence is coming into the body. So that's beautiful.
So don't forget to do the toilet twist.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you guys actually want to see me do it on the toilet or do you want to see me do it in a chair? Because
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's the same. The toilet height and the chair
the
height.
toilet is just absolutely comic. So okay, you guys work on that. I will. Okay. It's too funny. Okay, I'm actually going to do it on the toilet because I just think it's way more comic than doing it on a chair. But the chair is really powerful too. So okay, here we go. I really wish that I would I need to make like I should be making a funny video with really funny music. Okay, you guys can see the toilet. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Tell me if you can see me. You guys can see me? Okay. Here's Ilana. She's going potty. And now she's gonna be twisting. So depends also like upstairs I have my bathroom has counters, so I can actually grab onto the counter. But the idea is that I'm gonna be grabbing. Oh no, I knew something was missing. Yeah, this has to be open, of course. Like who goes potty like that? So I'm actually grabbing this. So I'm grabbing the cover of the toilet, or I'm grabbing the toilet itself. So I'm grabbing like the opposite kind of end with my hand, and then I'm doing the same thing here. Here I also have a wall, so I mean you can get creative. I mean it really depends how far you can twist, but you may have a countertop here that you can grab to. The idea is that you're grabbing kind of like the opposite shoulder, like the arms are going this way. So this is actually a twist that I taught. There's a twist that I taught with the wall, and I can teach you that so you learn how to do it this way. Okay, so I can also show you with a chair. So let me grab the chair, because maybe you need that while you're. It's just more lit here as well, so. Okay. So it's very similar to the toilet. So you're sitting down, and the idea is so that the opposite hand is turning where the opposite shoulder is. So one side, then I'm doing the other side. And right now I had a beautiful like crack in my back and beautiful release. Now, this is another one that I taught to also stretch what's going on here with all the stagnation that's building up. I know that it was Luz, it was asking me because she's had some tightness and stiffness and discomfort in that area. So the other option is to put your leg over your thigh, and then you can also do this twist this way. So you're actually stretching also part of your glute as well. So there's that. And if you can bring your leg higher up on your thigh, that's even better. So let me see, actually. No, sorry, it was this direction to stretch the glute. So my left leg is on my right leg, and I'm turning towards the left side. So this is where I'm feeling. I'm really feeling that here on my glute. There we go. So I'm doing it this way, and then I'm doing it. In fact, you can even place your hand on your knee. You can even place your hand on your knee. So pushing that leg inwards. So you're pushing your leg. So basically you're twisting your spine in one direction with your left hand, and you're twisting it in the opposite direction with the right hand. So you have that resistance. Actually, this I think is probably, and you should be feeling that also in your abdomen. And then you are also turning your head, your neck. So this is a really powerful way to do it on a chair. So try this with me on both sides while placing your hand on your knee. Yeah. Yeah, we started a long time ago, so I had to refresh my memory. But the hand on the knee is actually makes it way more powerful because you can use both arms to twist your spine, to twist yourself in a different direction to create that depth.
All right, Ilana, I'll be on my way out, but I wanted to show you the bulb I have really quick.
Yes.
That's what I have. It says 250 or somewhere there.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah, so it's probably the because I bought a little housing for it. That's probably changing the color. Also, I shouldn't wear blue so much, but yeah.
Okay, well, that looks about right. So yeah, I'm happy.
All right, thank you, and have a good day,
Yes,
everyone.
you have an amazing day. How are you feeling?
Very good. Actually, my lower back pain, remember when I said I was suppressing pain there? I do feel it easing away and shifting, so that's getting really better now. My neck and shoulders have gotten a lot better. They're not all the way down, but I'm working on them. They're getting better. And yeah, I feel great. I think I've lost maybe 2 or 3 pounds, but yeah, everything is going good. Thank you.
Super happy. Very happy for you. Okay, my love, you have an amazing day, and that's just the beginning. So
Right. All right. Bye, everyone.
yes. Okay. Bye-bye. All right, my beautiful beings. Yes, go ahead.
Hi. Okay, so after both of those, the chair and the wall exercises, I feel like a lot of tension, almost like I want to have my back cracked, you know, like it's opening, but then it kind of just tightens right back up. Do you ever recommend a roller or
If
just
you have a
more
roller,
of
you
the-
can use a roller.
Okay.
You know, you can also do the counter stretches. So do you remember our counter stretches?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so on the Spinal Awakening videos on the main side, there's the counter stretches. So you certainly can. And maybe it's like the fear mechanism kicking back in because you've expanded outside of your comfort zone, and now it's like, you know, like it's a lot. So, you know, you can grab and hug both of your knees and then bring your knees to your chest, place your head on the mat, and then tuck in your chin, and then try to bring your tailbone on the mat as much as possible as well. So so you can do those counter stretches. And the other one that we did in the Sensual Blossom, I don't know, you should have access to recording. This is your second class. Just message me, I'll send you access to recordings. But there's a lot of the counter stretches. Like this one is a nice one. I feel that this is the one that your body is gonna like right now, and you're gonna learn various ones with us also over the next couple of classes. So yeah, and remember, there's a lot of new kind of opening that's happening, and it's a normal thing to if you guys want, I can also share the psychology of spinal awakening. It's in the channel, but I can also share that in the chat because it'll really help you understand that how to ease into this because it's very different from traditional work where you push and you force yourself. It's more of a relaxing and surrendering and trusting the body again. As you trust the body, you're going to start trusting life, and you're going to trust yourself more, and you're not going to be in this constant protection and fear kind of yeah, patterns. So a lot of beautiful things happening here. So yeah, just message me after class, and I'll send you the access to the recordings, and I'll probably post the psychology of spinal awakening as well.
Thank you so much. I did watch that. It's really
Oh, you
beautiful.
did? Okay, good. So you're good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions, my beautiful beings? If there are no more questions, then I am so happy to spend this beautiful class with you, and hopefully you guys are feeling amazing. Is everyone feeling great? Yes. Yes. Okay, beautiful. It makes me so happy. So we are heading into an amazing Wednesday. I know there's going to be Thanksgiving holiday soon, so there'll probably be some announcements for that. But really excited to see you guys for a beautiful split class this Wednesday. And of course, we have our evening classes as well today and Tuesday. And big love. Keep shining, my beautiful beings.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.